Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Sacred Union Energy Update. First, I'm going to give a shout out to a community member, Chrissy. Thank you so much for this deck donation. This is the Whispers of the Ocean deck. You guys might have seen it on the Instagram and Facebook posting on the pick a pile that I did there. Beautiful deck. I think we might pull from this later. So thank you so much, Chrissy. This is really helping to keep our readings fresh, and we'll use this in a daily energy draw next week. Very excited for this. It's a beautiful deck. I've been using it in all of my readings, basically, so far with clients. So really, really beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, I want to talk for a minute. We are going to have ascension channeled messages. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my own journey and what's been going on with me. But today feels kind of funky. I just did a light language transmission about releasing old timelines. And they brought forth new timelines. We released old timelines to bring forth new ascension timelines to really anchor that in and connect with more of our ancient wisdom. So check that out. That will be on the channel as we speak. And it's interesting today because I feel very slow. I feel very like there's things that I'm getting done, but it feels like it's taking me more time. And we've been talking a lot about time lately. We've been talking a lot about the illusion of time. If you guys checked out my blog, or if you checked out my community posts or Facebook and Instagram, we talked about that last week. We channeled some messages about how time might feel a little bit heavy right now because we are releasing the illusion of time and bringing ourselves back to the present moment. That is what the light language transmission did as well. What I'm feeling today is not the heaviness, but it feels very fluid. It feels like I just need to just go with the flow of things. It feels very like I'm floating in the ocean, and not in a bad way, not like I'm drifting, not like I am struggling, not like anything is stagnant. It just feels very fluid, just going with the flow of things in every given moment. Now it feels almost dreamy. And I feel like my own soul self is trying to push through that dream, trying to push through that energy, because I've got stuff to get done. But we have to listen to our bodies. We have to listen to our intuition. We have to listen to our soul self and what our soul self needs. And so that's what this feels like. This feels very just fluid. This feels I feel very slow today. And not slow as in, I can't take action, but as in my mind feels very slow. And what's interesting too is I've been feeling a lot of emotion the past several days, but not within the mind space. My mind is very, very quiet as far as the overactive chatter, as far as the monkey mind. My thoughts aren't there as far as, saying you're not good enough, or you're doing this wrong, or you're doing that wrong. That's the monkey mind. That's the ego mind. My ego is very quiet. But at the very same time, I'm feeling everything. I feel like I am balancing out insecurities with confidence. I'm balancing out letting go and holding on. I'm balancing out feeling beautiful and feeling like I can't feel beautiful, like I don't feel beautiful. I'm balancing out seeing the magic all around me and beauty all around me. I was with my divine counterpart. We went for a hike recently, and I said this to him. I said, how can I see beauty all around me? How can I see magic all around me? And I don't feel it within myself. And he said, you are beautiful. You are magical. He said, you're seeing it because that's who you are. And I know that. Consciously, I know that. But I was feeling the emotions of the lack. And what's happening, especially with this fluid energy, it feels like we're really balancing out and releasing old grids, old fears, old templates, old timelines. And so things might feel kind of in flux right now within your own sacred self, within your own journey, within your own soul self. Things might feel kind of in flux, things might feel kind of like it's balancing out, but in a different way, in a new way, not from an egoic sense, not from a mind sense, but from your emotions. Your emotions might be balancing out. Your timelines might be balancing out. You're shifting timelines right now, and so things might feel kind of in flux. Things might feel kind of fluid. It's funny because I'm looking at my table, my workspace right now. I'm looking at this beautiful cloth, and it's like I'm not even here. I'm not even seeing it. I'm somewhere else, and not somewhere else as in I'm fragmented, but somewhere else as in my energy is it doesn't feel scattered, my energy. I know what that feels like. It doesn't feel scattered. It just feels like I'm shifting timelines right now, and my physical body is having trouble catching up. So if you're feeling that energy, just hang in there, listen to your body, drink lots of water, allow yourself to ground yourself, take care of what you need to take care of your body, take care of your mind, rest when you need to. I don't know if I said all of that. Things feel very strange right now. But just allow yourself to just be in the moment, because you have to bring yourself back to the present moment, because things are shifting. Your timelines are shifting right now. You're in mid shift is what's happening. You're in mid shift where the old timeline is fading away, and you are shifting into the new ascension timeline. And so things might feel a little bit fluid, a little bit, that's just what it feels like. It just feels like I can see all the energy around me. It just feels like it's floaty and flowing, and that's how I feel within my body, floaty and floating, and very, not grounded, but not in a bad way. It's not in a negative way. It's not like it doesn't feel bad. It just feels like I am shifting timelines. It feels very strange, very strange. So I don't know how to explain that. I also wanted to bring forth some channeled messages. Again, I wanted to talk about my own experience with my counterpart, the releasing of the journey as a whole. I want to talk about time as an illusion. I want to talk about Leonardo da Vinci, which we've channeled the past few daily energy draws. Make sure you're checking that out. I've gotten some more information on that. I wanted to talk about Kundalini activations. There's so much that I want to talk about. I'm going to be doing a video. I cannot do that right now. In this energy, I cannot do that right now. But that's okay, because everything in divine timing. I'm hoping to bring that forth tomorrow in a video. I'm hoping to record that tomorrow, but I just have to see what happens, because we are shifting timelines, and as we shift timelines, more information is being brought forth. So I'm just trusting in spirit to bring that forth as we need to. But I'm saying all that because that is what's to come. That is my plan. I'm gonna talk about all of this. I'm gonna share all of this to help you guys on your journey, to help assist you on your journey. But right now we just have to go with the flow. But I am okay to do a sacred union energy update to see what is going on with these divine counterparts. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to get into that right now. So, okay, I'm going to use this deck to get what your union energy is. We are also going to have a live stream tonight, or free message poll, because with this energy, I just feel like let's just have fun. I'm not able to channel live. I'm not able to, I don't feel the energy of doing an ascension chat. But I want to have fun with you guys. I love this community. I felt called to going live today. So I feel like let's just have some fun, relax, and be in each other's company and community, and do a message poll. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And then next week we might have another ascension chat. We'll just see where the energy is. To talk about ascension, or even a live collective reading. I've been wanting to do that as well, but today we're just going to do a free message poll using all of my available message decks. You guys know the drill. You can check back on the channel if you're new here on what that entails. It's a lot of fun. Let's just raise the vibrations and just hang out with each other for an hour. Let's just have some fun together. Yeah, it's like, what do I feel like? It's like I'm visually seeing everything here, but I'm not seeing it. I'm mid-shift. I am mid-timeline shift, and it's very strange energy. But let's just see what Spirit has to channel with us today. Spirit, what is the connecting energies for these divine counterparts? Ooh, okay. All right, what is the connecting energy for these divine counterparts, please, Spirit? What is the connecting energy for these divine counterparts? We have divine love. And look at how his arms are outstretched like that. And look at all the butterflies, all that transformation. We are in mid-shift. We are having heart activations. We're having Kundalini activations, leading into the next phase of our ascension. We always are awakening. We're always going through different levels of ascension. The deeper we go within ourselves, the more we go on this journey, the further along we get on our journey. That's evolution. Evolution is a forward progression. The more we are diving into the next level of ascension, that's what this feels like. This feels like transformation. This feels like embracing this divine love. This feels like embracing the magic of ourselves. This feels like we are ready to take flight. These counterparts are ready to take flight into the love, because of the love that they feel for themselves, the love that and the connectedness that they feel with all, or that they are starting to feel with all, the connectedness that they feel with each other. You're coming together in that magic. This is the next stage of ascension, coming together in that magic, and that's why the timeline shift is happening now, because the time is now for these divine counterparts. Wow, okay. We're going to be doing a quick check-in today. I'm feeling like we're going to go deeper into depth. There's a lot of new information that's coming forth here right now. Some information that already came forth as far as the channel messages that we already have on the channel here. Do make sure that you're checking out the old Sacred Union energy updates from the past few weeks. Also the old channel messages from the past few weeks. That information, that energy is here right now. We channel beforehand, but we're mid-transition right now. We're mid-shift right now. We are embarking on that new ascension journey. That's what it is right now. Really anchoring that in, I'm hearing. So we've been in that transition energy. We've been releasing the old, but right now we're anchoring in the new. That's why this energy feels so fluid. That's why this energy feels a little bit strange and a little bit foreign, a little bit funky. It doesn't feel bad. It feels really good. It just feels very, very funky, very strange. It's because we are anchoring in that new timeline, that new higher ascension timeline. We had released the old. So please do give those older sacred energy updates, ascension energy updates, and the channel messages a listen from the past few weeks, because all that energy is the here and now. We channeled a little bit ahead to assist you in the here and the now. So all that, everything that we've channeled previously is for this point in space and time, because we're just bringing in that magic right now. The time is now for these sacred unions, for these sacred partnerships. You're recognizing your magic. You're recognizing the love within each other, because you recognize the divinity and source energy within yourself. And all you feel is that love. All you feel is that connectedness. All you feel is that divine love. And that divine love is that Trinity energy with God, source energy, with your counterpart, and with yourself. It is all one. It is all connected. It is all merged. And so because you're feeling that, this is pure union. This is true union. This is what union is. It's not about the relationship and that coming together. It is about the connectedness that you feel inside. And as you feel and anchor that in more and more, your physical world and relationship will reflect that. But you feel it within first. You feel that connection and that pure love first. And now we've always kind of felt that pure love with our divine counterparts. But there was also a lot of soul sludge, as I like to call it. That was a lot of baggage, a lot of karma that came up between you two. And what these sacred partners do is you trigger each other to release old trauma, old timelines, old patterns, old beliefs that just aren't serving your ascension, that just aren't serving the new ascended version of you. And so what you've been doing is you've been releasing the journey. You've been releasing the past version of yourself, your counterpart, and the journey as a whole, your relationship as a whole. All of that pain, all of the triggering, all of the trauma, all of the karma, because you and your counterpart had created your own karmic loop, your own karmic cycle within your connection. And what you've been doing the past several months is releasing that through forgiveness, through unconditional love, through upholding your own healthy boundaries, being in your own self-empowerment, recognizing your own magic, you and your counterpart both. On this ascension journey together, both you and your counterpart, recognizing healthy boundaries, self-empowerment, recognizing yourself, recognizing your love, recognizing your connection. That awareness has been helping to close out the cycle of the past, because you're both ascending into new versions of yourself. And so if you're still clinging on to an old version of your counterpart, or an old version of yourself, or an old version of your relationship, that's what needs to be released right here, right now. It is essential that you release the old in order to embrace the new. Because what you're embracing is this divine love. This is the next level of your ascended journey. This is the next level of your ascended love. And the magic that you and your counterpart embrace within yourselves, then you thus embrace in your connection, that you then see in your physical connection, that is what changes the world. Anchoring in higher timelines for not just yourself, but that has a ripple effect on the whole of humanity. And not just the whole of humanity, but it has a cosmic effect. And we've talked about that for 3 years, how the love that you have with your divine counterpart, because of the magic and the power and the strength and the divinity of that love. This is pure unconditional love. This is source love. No longer looking through the lens of lack. Now looking through the lens of love. Now looking through the lens of source energy as a creation created with as a whole. You are a beautiful tapestry. Your unique expressions of source energy. Everything is connected through its consciousness. Unique expressions of source energy. Your individual threads within the tapestry of creation, but you and your counterpart are one thread. And the power and the magic of that wholeness within yourself and that wholeness with your counterpart, that union energy, that sacredness, just has a cosmic effect. You birth new worlds. You birth new galaxies. You birth new universes. You birth new higher consciousness. So, I'll try to remember to put links in the description box below for you guys, links of interest for you guys to check out if you haven't already, or just as a refresher. But powerful, powerful energy coming forth. The time is now. Okay. Let's see what is going on for Divine Mashup. Nope, they don't want me to do that. They just want me to get your union energies. So we're going to do that. I'm going to use my own deck. This is my own tarot deck. It's tarot and translation, available in my Etsy store. Self-creative, intuitively created. So let's see what does Spirit want us to know about these sacred unions. And we'll have Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-ins on the community post, on Instagram, on Facebook as well. So make sure that you're checking out all those resources as well. Okay, Spirit, what do you have to say for these counterparts for this sacred union? Wow. 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords, and Justice. 4 of Wands is that union energy. It is that coming together energy, that celebration energy. It's not just celebration. They're giving me sacred marriage, sacred union. Where there was deception in the past, where there was imbalance, where there was self-sabotage, that's what's being cleared away. And all that's being revealed is the truth. And what I'm actually seeing here is, you see how all this is kind of hidden in the brush? And that's what's being cleared. And the swords are pointed down. It's being cleared away. It's not hidden as in it's already come to light. That's what this is. Truth has come to light. But it's being cleared away. Any of that self-sabotage energy, any of that old energy, any of that toxic energy is being cleared away. And now this is Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, each of you holding your truth. Each of you seeing clearly. Each of you recognizing both yourself and the other. And I'm also hearing the other within the self. Do you understand that? The other within the self being your connection, being your connectedness. We talk about this a lot. It's Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So when you're in these sacred unions, these sacred partners, these twin flames, and I don't usually like to use that term twin flame because it has been so corrupted, because people like to focus so much on the other person, they like to focus so much on the relationship aspect versus the ascension. But I feel like they're bringing back the energy of twin flame. They're kind of clearing out that energy because that's what it is. It is a twin soul. So what happens in these sacred partnerships, these divine counterparts, these twin flames, is you have 2 embodiments in 2 different bodies, but it's the same soul. Again, it's that one thread. You're that one thread, the same thread in the whole tapestry of creation. So you have Divine Feminine that has both masculine and feminine energies within her, but she is predominantly embodied feminine energy. You have Divine Masculine, who has both feminine and masculine energies within him, but is predominantly masculine energy. Gender does not matter. We're talking about energy here. So you have Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy. Divine Feminine, the masculine energy within you is the Divine Masculine embodied. Divine Masculine, the feminine energy within you is a Divine Feminine embodied. And the more we understand this, the more we have that clarity, the more we have that understanding, the more justice, balance, harmony, and union is able to come into the connection. And all you're doing, you're already in union. You are always in union with your divine counterpart. That was a reading from a few weeks ago as well, where we had channeled. You are always in union with your divine counterpart. What you are clearing, see, you're always in union with the Four of Wands. What you're clearing is the deception and the illusion, the lack, the separation that you're not. The illusion of separation, the illusion that you're not already in union. You're always in union with your divine counterpart. You're just clearing away the deception, and you're bringing in more clarity and truth to the connection. Okay. They're just pointing me to the 11, that 1 and the 1, that 11-11 energy, that twin flame energy, coming into balance now. You're coming into balance with your divine counterpart, and it's a higher level than what you've consciously known this before. You've consciously understood this connection, especially divine feminines, but it's a different level now. It's a new level now. You're feeling it now. You're connecting to the wholeness, knowing that you're never apart from your divine counterpart, ever, ever. And it's more than the phenomena. It's more than the telepathy. It's that wholeness that you feel within you. The balance of the masculine and the feminine energies, and the recognition that the masculine energy is your masculine divine feminine, and the feminine energy is the feminine divine masculine. You feel that wholeness. I don't know if I'll ever be able to put this into words, but you just feel that completion. You just feel that wholeness. You just feel that oneness and that unity. That doesn't mean that you're not unique individuals, unique embodiments, but you are one energy. You are one energy. Okay. 10 of Swords and the Sun. Oh my gosh, this just makes me smile. They just brought forth this beautiful energy of just faith and hope and just purity. That's what this feels like. So the 10 of Swords, this is completed. And what it looks like is actually like they're bringing me this energy of a stairway. That's what this feels like, the stairway to the sun. My good friend recently, just recently this morning, told me that in South American shamanic cultures, they have this phrased journey to the sun. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this feels like. Putting the past to past. Putting the past to rest. Putting the past in the past. Letting the old version of your journey go. Letting the old version of the healing journey go. Because now it's all about embodiment. You have done the work. You have done the active work to raise your consciousness and to shift into higher timelines. And now it's all about embodiment. And what does that mean? That means enjoying. It means having fun. It means being from a place of love and purity and innocence. Maturity, yes, because you've reached that spiritual maturity. You've reached that level of ascension. But to return now to your natural nature of soul self, which is just creation energy. What we had talked about a few weeks ago was how this earth is your playground. This physical experience that you're having as a human is your playground. It was not meant for suffering. But we had to reach this level of ascension, and through that we had to experience certain situations, even certain sufferings, to have that understanding, to have that wisdom, to witness that wisdom is what they're saying. We had to understand this in order to ascend. But that time of suffering and struggle and strife is over. You are naturally abundant. Abundance truly is your birthright. That is who you are as soul, and it's not just financial abundance or material abundance. It is just abundance of love, abundance of harmony, abundance of peace, abundance of joy. That is naturally who you are. But you have to put all the lack and all the scarcity and all the old beliefs of who you thought you were to rest. Put that in the past. Let that go. Release that journey. Release that phase. Release that template of your relationship as you've known it up until this point. Because you have ascended, because you are ascending on the staircase to this joy, to this just happiness and sunshine and light. And you're doing this with your counterpart. You're doing this together. But you have to both put that in the past. Put your old version and template of your relationship in the past. Release all of the attachment. Release all of the need. Release everything that you thought you needed to be in this connection. and just allow it to be this happiness, this beauty, this magic. Allow it to just be sunshine and light now, because you allow yourself to be sunshine and beauty and light. The love is always there, but you're releasing the old version of the journey, the old version, the old template of what you thought this connection should look like. You write the blueprint. There has not been a blueprint before. We're writing it right now. We truly are the guys. We truly are in the front lines. And everybody has their own version of the story of what this journey should look like, because every path looks a little bit different. But we have to release what we thought it should be in order to let it be what it's meant to be for ourselves. So trust in that. Take what resonates with you and disregard the rest. Use your own discernment. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to trust your intuition to guide you further along the path, because that's where we're going now, further along the path into this divine love. But you have to release the past. You have to release the pain. You have to release the old karmic cycles. You have to release who you thought you were and who you thought your divine counterpart was. And I don't mean as far as the person, but I mean the version of them that you thought they were. Because they're going through a transformation just as much as you are. They're going through ascension just as much as you are. And you're doing it together. You're doing it together. Okay. Let's get some. Nope, I want to use this deck. All right. We're going to talk more about that, releasing the journey. I'm going to share my own experience. So hopefully that will help you guys understand a little bit more about what I experienced. It does not mean follow my path at all. You have your own paths to follow. I'm just a guide. I'm just a messenger. But when I share anecdotes, when I share my own story, my own journey, it might just help you to understand in a more concrete manner what it is that we're talking about, because there's a lot of abstractness coming through here. So we'll be sharing more hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have that video up tomorrow. All right, Spirit, tell me more about these divine counterparts. What's going on with these divine counterparts? Communication. Oh my God. Okay. What I just heard was, it's a song by Nako. It's Love Letters to God. Love letters to God. I wonder if she reads them or if they get lost in the stars. Forgive my singing. I'm not a good singer. But it's a beautiful, beautiful song. That's what this feels like. This feels like love letters to each other. Now, know that when we're channeling here, we're not talking about the physical 3D relationship. We're talking about ascension. We're talking about the energy. We're talking about fifth dimensional consciousness and above. And when you anchor into that fifth dimensional consciousness, it then ripples out into your physical experience. So yes, communication coming into your physical experience, but this is all about the energy here. This is all about the higher level. This is what this feels like. This feels like love letters to God, love letters to each other. This feels like connecting to source, connecting to yourself, connecting to all that is. This feels like unity energy. This feels like love letters to each other. This feels like you're feeling the connection to each other, and you're sharing that connection to each other. You're sharing that love with one another. Whether you're in physical separation, communication, whether you're together, whatever it looks like in your physical reality, remember, you're always in union. And now you're going to start feeling the wholeness of that union. And again, that will begin to display itself in your physical reality. It will. But this is the energy first. And that's what this feels like. This feels like sharing the love with each other, love letters to each other. And that unity energy, that oneness with source, love letters to God, love letters to each other. It's that oneness. It's that connectedness to all consciousness. It's that connectedness to Father God and Mother God. And we channeled that in the daily energy draw this week. Father God being the cosmos, Mother God being the earth. And how you are that oneness. You are all of it. You are that bridge. This is that unity. This is that union, that wholeness within. This communication feels like being in the energy of love and expressing and communicating that love within yourself, with your counterpart, energetically, feeling like you're communicating with them energetically because you're just feeling that love come back to you, that you're offering is coming back to you. That's that balance here. And again, yes, you will experience this in the physical, but this is all about the energy, that oneness, that wholeness. Feel into that. Feel into that because you're already communicating. You're already writing love letters to each other. Wow, okay. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. And we are going to check out how you guys feeling for each other in the physical in a minute. But give me one more union energy, please. Tell me more about these divine counterparts. What do we need to know about these divine counterparts? What do we need to know about these divine counterparts? True love. And in the light language transmission, what I actually saw was the releasing of old timelines. And what they were showing me were these bars of music. That's what they were showing it to me as, almost like these bars of music, releasing the old in order to bring in new ascension timelines, and it's going to feel more harmonious. It's going to feel more symphonic, almost like a beautiful crescendo, a beautiful symphony. That's this ascending, the stairway of ascension to the sunshine. That's the crescendo. That's the symphony here. And that's what we are building up to. We are building up to this new ascension timeline, this new earth energy that is just pure divine love. That's what this is. You're singing soul songs to each other. You're writing love letters to each other, but they're soul songs to each other. You are feeling each other so beautifully and so purely, embracing each other so beautifully and so purely. And this is going to reverberate in your physical experience, because that's just how it works. That's just how the law of the universe is. It's that energy and everything that you feel within you, that you hold within you, because you are the universe. Then you experience that in your physical world. There's a lot of abstract messages here. So I really hope that I'm making sense, and that this is making sense, and that I'm bringing forth the energy correctly. I know I'm bringing forth it correctly. I just hope I'm articulating it well. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This wholeness, this oneness, this love. You're singing soul songs to each other. God, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Okay, let's get a check-in. How are you feeling about each other in the physical realm? What's going on in the physical realm with divine counterparts? So we're going to get divine masculine and divine feminine check-in, please. Divine masculine, how is he feeling towards divine feminine? Past life relationship, you've known each other before, but look at how he's holding her. Understanding this connection, feeling this connection, and it feels like wanting to bring that love back. Again, shifting timelines into higher timelines. Wanting to bring that love back, wanting to reunite, wanting to just to recognize that connection, to recognize that love with each other in that wholeness, in that sacred marriage, that sacred union here in this lifetime. That's what this feels like. How is divine feminine feeling towards divine masculine? And romantic feelings for the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. Bottom of the deck, we have that reconciliation energy, what I was channeling here. And make no doubt about it, divine masculine is feeling these romantic feelings for the divine feminine. Divine feminine is feeling so incredibly in love with her divine masculine, especially as she releases the old version of the journey, the old version of her divine masculine, the old version of the relationship, and the old version of herself. Just what she's opened up to is just so much love. And she's feeling that returned now. That's this energy that I was getting here. She's feeling that returned. Divine masculine is feeling that returned. That's the wholeness. That's the divine love. That's the new ascended timeline of your relationship, of your partnership, of your sacred union. That is this new phase that we've moved into. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Thought I was going to use the Whispers of the Ocean cards, but I'm not feeling that today, so we're going to pause on that. I feel like we're going to just end with messages. I feel like this is complete, this reading. Okay, so let's just end with messages towards each other. All right, Divine Masculine, what do you want your Divine Feminine to know? I'm loving you with every heartbeat. Meet me on the bridge of the heart. Yeah, meet me. Meet me there. We're singing love songs to each other. Feel my energy. Feel my love. Feel me there with you because I am. And your light is leading me home. That's beautiful. This is exactly it. This is exactly what we're talking about in this reading. This is feeling that oneness, feeling the wholeness within yourself. And when we say within yourself, that doesn't mean that you're individual from your divine counterpart. You are your divine counterpart. The energy is that oneness. The energy is that wholeness. But you have to feel that within yourself first. And then you trust in it. You believe in it. You have faith in it. You anchor that in so that it ripples out into your physical reality, so that you see it in your physical reality. But you meet on the bridge of the heart. That's where you sing that love to each other. That's where the love exists, within the heart space. Not outside of yourselves. Within the heart space, that's where this love exists, and that's where you need to anchor in. And your Divine Masculine is so in love with you too, Divine Feminine. You're so in love with each other. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. You're so in love with each other. And it's just the magic that is forming between you guys, and the power that is being generated from that magic, from that love. It's just breaking you wide open to expand, to shift into higher consciousness. It just feels like this beautiful, just breaking open expansion of love. Oh my gosh. How's Divine Feminine feeling towards her Divine Masculine? You're always on my mind. Divine Feminine feeling towards Divine Masculine. My love for you is eternal. We'll be together again, and I'm closing out a painful cycle. This feels separate. Not so much separate, but this is what you're releasing. Divine Feminines really are the ones who have to release the old phase of the journey, the old phase of their divine union, or what they thought divine union was, to allow the beautiful unfolding, the old template of the relationship, what they saw their relationship as. They have to release that journey. They have to release the old, and even the old version of their counterpart, the old version of themselves. And it might feel a little bit painful, but from that release comes so much love. So much love. All right. Bottom of the deck, they just called me to, I've loved you since before you knew. You've always been in union. You've always been together. It's just the illusion that you're releasing. All right, you guys, I hope you join me tonight for the live stream, for the message poll. I am sending you so much love, so much light, and we'll see you then. Bye.